everyone. So before I fully get into the video, I would like to send a message of love during this crazy period of time. I know there are lots of messages of encouragement and all, but this is the time for such messages. This is the time for you to be still and know that there is God. This is the time for you to spend quality time with family and friends. Well, social distancing, but through other forms. This is a time for you to check on family and friends you haven't checked on for so long. This is a time for you to create a new hobby. This is time for you to be more dedicated to the routines on your exercise apps. This is the time for us to pray and forget that we are Italians or we are Nigerians or we are Africans or we are this or we are that, but realizing that we are human beings and this plague is affecting everybody emotionally or economically. This is time to realize that what makes up planet Earth is actually every one of us, every human being. This is the time for us to pray for loved ones, to also pray for the world, for people we have no idea of. This is the time for us to develop a closer relationship with God. If you do not have one, then you should, because at this point in time, we need inner peace and to know that we are secured. This time for you to assure people that once they have Christ, then there is peace and there is joy in this crazy and perilous time. This is the time for so much love. This is the time for us to give, for us to help in every form. Prayer, gifts, funds, all. Everything is gonna be fine. I just want to say I love you all and stay safe. And to all those who were lost in this plague, may their souls rest in peace. And to all those who have lost a loved one, I pray for comfort for you. There is hope and everything is gonna be fine, okay? Welcome back to my channel, Time with Ruthie. So I'm at awe at the doctors who are doing a lot during this period of time. God bless doctors. Okay, so now I'm going to be giving tips on how to love yourself better. The first two episodes were on how to know if you're loving yourself completely. And the links to episode 1 and 2 are in my description box, you got to watch it. So the first one is having a relationship with God. Okay, so the order of who to love is love God first, love yourself, and love others. Now, we have to have a relationship with God first before we can have a relationship with ourselves and have a relationship with others. When times are getting hard, when you're at the period you don't even believe in yourself, when you're at the period you don't even know what your purpose is, when you're at the period of depression and all, having a relationship with God is going to help you. It's going to strengthen you to know that you have to believe in who He has created you to be. God has created every one of us uniquely, specially. Like, you know how amazing you are? So get to tell yourself that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, knowing that whatever I'm getting myself into, whatever I'm doing, and I feel like I can't do it, Christ is going to strengthen me. Knowing that I don't have to be anxious about anything, I should just make my request to God, I should just thank Him, gives me the peace that I am enough, gives me the peace that God is going to help me to become who I am meant to be. So it's so important to have a relationship with God, especially in this crazy world. Yes, it is so important. And then the second one is listening and not being in a hurry. Let's be slow to anger, let's be slow to speaking, but let's take our time to listen. After listening to something, you sit down and ask yourself, is this going to be beneficial to me? Is this going to please God? Is this going to be okay? Would I have problems with people? Listening will help you to be better. Listening will help you to assess the best of yourself. Now, not everything that you listen to is what you're going to do, okay? That's why you have to sit down and think, how is what I heard going to help me? How is what I heard going to make things better? Okay? And then also, we're in a hurry. I am a victim of that. We are all in a hurry. A lot of teenagers and youths are in a hurry to grow up. They're in a hurry to be independent. They're in a hurry to be in a relationship. But these things take time. Before you go from level 1 to level 2, then you have to prepare yourself for level 2. You can't just rush from level 1 to level 5. It doesn't work that way. We are all in a hurry. Let's take a moment and breathe. Let's take a moment and boost ourselves. Let's take a moment and think of a lot of things, compare and be strategic and be careful. What kind of songs do you listen to? What kind of books do you read? What kind of movies do you watch? I know some years ago I used to read some certain kinds of novels, erotic books, and it had an impact on my mental and emotional health, like a terrible impact. When I changed to reading books like Karen's books, Franz Rivers' books, I noticed I was better. I noticed I was loving myself better. I noticed that I was probably even assessing the best of myself. I noticed I was developing a better relationship with God. So I know what it means to know what you're watching, you're listening to. It is so important.